What's going on, guys? Just been down to my flat's receptionist, or concierge if you want to be fancy, and we've got a new bulk powders order in. I'll just show you what I got quickly. So we just re-upped on some multivitamins, as obviously this deep in a cup you're not really consuming as many in your diet, so just want to try and stay healthy. Same with the fish oils. And then I always mix it up with protein like every single time I order, simply because I get bored very easily. So we've got cherry bakewell for like the desserty one if I'm fancying something sweet on a night. And then I always get one fruity one, so we've gone for raspberry. But as a request, in my 2 years of lifting and ordering protein, I've not found one that I will sustainably stick with. I get bored of them, and I end up feeling like they get pretty sickly. So I went with mocha for a while, but got bored of that as well. So if anyone's got one that they've just had and it's just like so much better than all the others, put it in the comments and I'll be sure to try it out next. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. The plan for this video is I actually just been speaking to my brother, and we ordered some Rogue calibrated plates to obviously go with the power rack that you may have seen in one of my other videos, well, the video before this. And Rogue said that even though we bought them, that they can't deliver them until like middle of July. But then all of a sudden they were just like, yeah, they're gonna come tomorrow. So I'm actually gonna go home, like pack up my stuff, go home now. And we're gonna go and hit a push session. I'm gonna stay home for a few days and see what we can hit with those weights. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm gonna try something a bit different as well. Instead of doing like a workout montage, I'm gonna like speak over the top of it and like deconstruct everything that I'm doing, and just see if I can share any like tips and tricks and just like updates on the session and me. So the plan, what I've got to do, because my car's not actually currently at my flat, I need to go pick up my car, pack it, come back to the flat, put my bike in the car because that needs to go and get fixed. Then we can go home. So let's go do that. See me? I don't know if you can even see me, but got a cup of tea. And I've still not had a haircut. It's fucking shit, to be honest with you. But I made it back last night, guys, and I didn't film because it was pretty late, and to be fair, I just needed to get some cardio in because it's crunch time now. I've only got 3 weeks left of the cut. So this is when obviously like your body weight starts to slow down because, well, to be honest, your body just thinks you're dying, so it's just like full survival mode. So I'm not ramped up the cardio, I'm just keeping it more consistent. I'm aiming for to hit like 30 minutes out on the bike 5 times a week. It's going pretty well. It's actually Tuesday morning now before I start work today and for the week, so we need to get to that. Hopefully, as I said in one of the other clips, that the Rogue plate should be coming today that my brother ordered, and he actually managed to get like a zinc black 20 kg barbell. So looking forward to getting on that. It's going to be good. I'll give you a recap of what I've been doing with the equipment as well, because we've sold a few bits and bobs and we've got some other new bits in as well. And then after I finish work today, if that delivery comes, well, even if that delivery doesn't come, I'm going to hit a push workout. So yeah. Start in a few minutes, so best get to it. Right guys, it is now my dinner break, and I realised I've just not really explained the whole jumping about thing, so I'm going to break it down real quick and simple, just so you kind of get a bit of background. Went to Manchester University, 4 years, lived there all 4 years, had a job lined up for as soon as I finished, so I got myself a new flat there with a mate from uni, so that's where I live. But then obviously all the gyms closed because of coronavirus, and if you've watched any of my other videos, I've got a setup in my flat, it's like a little fold-up bench and stuff like that, but it gets the job done in terms of like obviously just holding on to muscle tissue and at least doing something and not just sitting on my ass and losing all gains and becoming a sack of spuds, to be honest with you. So I kind of got fed up, ordered a power rack, which I built up in one of my other vlogs. You should go check that out, sick video. But so I got the power rack, and then my brother's ordered some plates, like I said obviously in the last clip. So we're basically just building this garage gym. So I've come home because my pet, obviously I'm building that garage gym in there, and I just completely fucking forgot what I was going to say, mate. I should just roll with it. Well, I need to remember what I'm going to say anyway. Tea, so it gets you thinking, mate. I've actually noticed like my calories are so low now that like stringing sentences together, they're just difficult, mate. Like after work, I'm just like brain dead. But back to the point. I've come home because gyms are still closed, obviously in the UK. So with the power rack and the weights, I want to be training as heavy as possible while I'm in a cut, just to obviously try and hold on to any strength and make sure I don't lose as much as I already am probably gonna. So with those plates coming, I figured I'll just come back home because my parents have a garage which I have like kitted out. You'll see in the clips. And that's all I want to say, actually, innit? So obviously, that was not all I wanted to say. So basically, I've come home to my parents' house because I can't have big heavy-ass weights and a power rack in my flat because I live above people. Like, imagine having that, like, in a squat gone wrong with some heavy-ass 25 plates, falling through the floor, like, landing on someone's couch. Just like, you all right, love? Wouldn't work. And because of the whole coronavirus thing, I can work from home. I could anyway, to be fair. So brought my work laptop, gonna work obviously in the week, train at night. So I'll catch you in the push session. That is actually all I want to say. I'm done. So, just finished work, guys, and I'm super excited because the weights got delivered. It's a gloomy day, but we're looking forward to trying these new weights out. So this is what we're working with. We've got 275 kg of brand new Rogue plates. 6 25s, 2 15s, 2 20s, 2 10s, 2 5s, 2 2.5s. Those white plates are the nicest plates I've ever seen. Got some proper collars. These are the best in the game at the minute. Then what else we're working with in the gym, because I don't think I've ever covered this, just got some adjustables that go up to 25 kg, 35 kg dumbbells, bag to put some weights in for like weighted dips, parallettes, dip bars over here for the rack, all of your different kinds of resistant bands, my brother's weight belt, squat shoes, obviously the rack itself with the bench. So let's hit a push session. So guys, as I said at the start of the video, I wanted to try commentary and just give a go at that instead of always sticking with montages. I think this way I'll definitely be able to give more of an insight into my training and definitely give some more descriptive updates. Probably albeit less visually appealing, but mixing it up will be good. So let's just jump into this session. On push days, I normally start with bench and I warm up with a few stretches beforehand and then normally just do a few lighter sets and work up to my working weight. It's funny because the set you've just seen is 70 kilogram, and at my flat, like what I'm using in lockdown at the minute, I've got a bar that can only hold 78 kilogram max. So it's not been the best, but I've mainly been sticking to the adjustable dumbbells I've got because they can be loaded up to more, and obviously they just provide a bit more of a challenge than a bar. I've also been utilising things like pause reps with the 78 kilogram bar that I've got, just to focus on time under tension. Anyway, the aim for this session specifically was to actually see where my bench is at. So right now there's 100 kilogram on the bar. This is still a warm-up set. So looking at my logbook, back when the gyms were open, I was lifting about 100, 105 kilogram for my 5x5. So today I'm going to try and work up to that and see if I've managed to hold on to my strength basically, with what I've been doing in lockdown, which would be really good. But what's quite funny, to be fair, unlike my squat and my deadlift, I genuinely think my bench has gone up somewhat, just only a little bit. The reason I think it has gone up is because I've been mainly using my adjustable dumbbells in my flat, which can load up to 34 kilogram each side. So I've been hitting them for 5x12, which is quite a lot of volume. As you can see on the screen now, this is my first 105 kilogram set for 5, and it's flying up pretty easy. But another reason I actually think that my bench has gone up overall is because it may have not actually increased. I just think it has. The reason for that is at the end of my bulk, I never tested like my 1 rep max and my low weight schemes, like my 5x5, because I'd actually gone over for my push session and my upper session, focusing both on dumbbells because I was noticing a lot of progress in them. So I just wanted to kind of switch it up and focus on that for a bit. So I'd not actually benched before lockdown started for a while regardless. As you can see here, I'm going for a 110 kilogram attempt. This is for 5. If you actually watch this, I can remember watching this clip back. So my technique's definitely taken a hit, simply because for some reason when I try and arch my back and plant my shoulder blades and my lats, because when you're trying to have proper form for benching, you want to be trying to tuck your lats into your pockets, tensing your core and arching your back so your upper back's planted on the bench. But I was getting cramp in my lower back because I've not done it in so long. And if you look at some of the reps when I get down to my chest, I actually push away from my body slightly and then have to pull it back, which is just wasting my energy. But I'm still pretty happy with that. 110 kilogram flying up. Like I say, when in the gyms, I was only doing about 100, 105. Anyway, back to what I was saying about why I think the lift's gone up. So my next main strength goal is actually to hit 140 kilogram on bench. And I've mentioned this in other videos. I never got to try it at the end of my bulk. But that's also why I think my lift's gone up, because even though I'd not been benching towards the end of my bulk, I've been using the dumbbells, as I just mentioned. And I think I had the strength there to hit the 140, if I'm honest. And that's why in this session here, you'll see my next attempts are 130. And so that's actually why I think my bench has gone up, because it's actually where it always was at the end of my bulk. I just never tested it to see it, if that makes sense. I hope I've not just rambled there and you can actually understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so because those 2 sets of 5 at 110 went pretty well, and then obviously I hit 2 sets of, no, 100, the 2 sets of 110 just went well, sorry, for 5, and then the 2 sets before that at 105 kilogram went well as well. So I've done 4 sets of 5. Instead of going for a 5th set of 5 at 110 or 105 again, I figured I'd just try and hit a 130. Because even though I was aiming for 140 as my next strength goal, I've never actually hit 130 before either. Like I say, the gym's closed for lockdown and quarantine before I ever got the chance to really try anything like this. I was planning to actually come home to the gym that I have near my parents' house and train with my brother to test PRs like I usually do. But again, I didn't get that opportunity. So let's see how this 130 goes here. I can remember talking to my brother about this, like if he wanted to re-rack for me, because this new power rack we've got, the J cups aren't the best, so you have this little catch that the weight can either get stuck on if you don't put it back properly, or you can hit it back and it's quite dangerous. As you can see there, I kind of fall out of my groove on the line, but steady driving rep. I just wanted my triceps to engage, but extremely happy with that. Like I say, I'm right at the end of my cut as well in this video. This was like 10.5 weeks into my 12-week cut, so my energy's at an all-time low. I'm fatigued, not being able to ideally bench how I'd want to, just using dumbbells. As you can tell, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so for the benching overall, I hit 2 sets of 5 at 105 kilogram, 2 sets of 5 at 110 kilogram, and then hit the 130 PR. Extremely happy with that. I was going to commentate over the rest of the session, but I'm very wary of how long this video is going to be, and we can delve more into the rest of my training in other videos. So might as well just finish off the video with like a cool little ending montage. If you like the video, like and subscribe. If you have any questions about my training, feel free to leave a comment. Or any feedback on the videos would be appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.